Hi Rahul, this is Vishal here, Vishal Anand. So thank you for all the insight, and I couldn't agree more on the last point that you made. The salespeople would have to come as more kind of a strategist on the ground. I really agree with that. In fact, this is something that I keep on thinking a lot of times in my career. So just one more thing that possibly I would want you to, maybe try and answer and see if you can share more light on it. We have seen that the worst sufferers, one of the worst sufferers in this pandemic, are the industries and a lot of industries, but specifically the startups. You see, good startups, I mean, established startups have not been able to cope up properly. They have been laying out people. Uh, Assumingly that I keep on interacting with a lot of CEOs and CTOs, through and throughout. There is one thing that I have noticed, that there is no visibility of the future. Uh, in case, what's your opinion on how this future will fold up? Would you see expansion post this COVID? In terms of when we talk about startups or young companies, would you see some kind of expansion? Would you see market opportunities, or do you think that this is going to be a more kind of a wait and watch game for them even post COVID?
Thanks a lot, Vishal. That's a very nice question, actually, and very interesting one. That's one of the very, we know that last 4 years, 5 years, the government of India is also trying to help the startup India because that's the next phase of Indian economy for any developing country. Unless until you have a large number of startup, nothing can happen. Now, if you see for any startup, there are actually two different things as a part of the problem. One is they're getting the finance or the fund. And the second is that getting the right people on board. That's a very, very crucial thing. Now, in terms of the fund, if you see the most of the funds in the startup in the current scenario of India has come either from outside India or from individual personalities. And some of them are getting also through some startup funds available in the market, which is quite that. Now, if you see these three categories, the international funding for the startup and individual contribution for a startup, whether you take Mr. Ratan Tata's name or anyone is that, what they prefer the product and the company should be very much rooted. Means the product and the things are very well thought of, which can be fit for any situation, for anything. Think about the Prashant's company like 1mg, which he has started 4 years back and all for the telemedicine. And if you see that every year that was growing and all, and they're getting a lot of funds internationally and nationally also. Now, why I'm giving this example, if any startup is already a selected and really, really important product, which is a very sustainable thing, sustainable business, still they can get the funds and all. But if you are too much tricky startup, which is a very, very phrase-based or the situation-based, yes, I'm afraid it is difficult for a couple of quarters to get the new funds and all. But if they are already on a solid phase in that, but for those startups, I personally feel, is it possible to look after the new geographical model for you? So if you are too much urban based, could you change a little tweak of your product and service and go towards the rural market or going towards the tier 3, tier 4 towns? There's still the consumers are available, or maybe that's an untapped. So that's, I think the startup need to think about that. But frankly speaking, yes, the funding matter, maybe they'll be going through a little bit of that, but not for all, depends on the kind of product and services. And yes, there would be a job loss could be in the startup, but I believe that the senior people who are in the startup or the mid-level people, I think they are quite smart enough. And I feel they're much more smart than any general industry and age-old industry. So they could figure out some other things definitely. I'm very optimistic.